the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Here we go, here we go. What do you need? Get the mic. Here it comes, here it comes.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On second down, it's Carson. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And finding the tight end hoop for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first.
Hey, check 24. 36.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
You're not going anywhere.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Undercrunch.
On second down now, it's White, and some space here, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. James White, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Titans nothing. Michael Dixon set to kickoff.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Titans take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points. So They've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Going to throw right side here, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. He'll check that down to Carson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, gun. Go ahead.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
11. Check. Run!
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
Let's go!
1st and goal.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Here we go. Like 20.
I'm trying to collect.
21.
Play action. Garoppolo under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ben Gideon came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Garoppolo now. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Watch QB drop. Kill. Lock it. Watch twist.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. On 2nd down, they'll run with White.
Go. Run.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, That was well executed.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Squeeze, get in there.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, not a huge gain there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Slam, slam, slam.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He finds Humphries. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 20-yard line.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Check the hot read. Out.
Here's Hines, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
6 guy. Check 31. Check 31.
Now it's Hines. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep route, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
11. 56. Goal.
Check 56. Put him on the clock.
Now Garoppolo.
Put that team on the hook.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Get off the field.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Fielded just inside the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
SOS. SOS. Peek edge. Slam.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on.
There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown, baby.
Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
It got home, which means it had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
56 of Mike.
The Titans down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Get things kick-started for them. And you know it. To play a lot
How
of the
many
time.
plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 6 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 2nd down, it's Carson. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
11, 6.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
We got trips over here.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's in this third quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Right there, 56. I got you, son.
Hey, gun.
Boys, 56. Check, 56. I know he ain't got it.
Here we go on fourth down with Garoppolo. And he's got his man Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
12.
First down.
On first down, Garoppolo. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues.
Here we go.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
There we go. Nice move.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Wide, get wide.
They run again with Hines. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And some strong running. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. They'll run on first down. It's Hines. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, Hines. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On second down now, it's Hines.
Get there.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Hey, let's go.
On third down, Hines. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Nyheim Hines with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Garoppolo on first down. Complete to Hilton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Garoppolo looks to throw once more.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. The end result, 21 yards.
Hey, alert! Alert!
The 4-yard line.
I got you.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
Hey, watch the slant.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver.
Let's go, baby.
But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
11.
Check.
Lock. Hey. High 7. White.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Aaron firing one out for Boyd. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Guys, it's our time.
Tighten up, tighten. Hey, orbit.
Mike 56, Mike 50.
Clock.
Hey, we got ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Over the middle, it's complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. This is Hines. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Well, I've never seen this one. It's 2nd down, and the punt team is out there. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all. Let's make these...
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
I'm going to hit you.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Watch this. Wait.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let it fly. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Garoppolo again.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Darryl Worley.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And he's going to be brought down. at his own 6-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? To throw is Garoppolo.
Watch the run.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Titans. Demir Bird, 93 yards. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
It'll be Carson. They run for it. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And did the Titans get this? Yes, Tennessee football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes, it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
On play action, now Garoppolo. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
11.
56 to Mike.
Hey, Foxtrot.
After the sack on 1st down, Garoppolo, he's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I think you'd have to label this an upset. Yes, they were at home, but still an upset. They got the job done.
Yeah, even being at home was not enough for people to think they were going to pull this one off. But give them credit for playing not just a smart football game, but one where they were going to be physical about the whole thing. They put up their fists and said, let's fight, and showed their crowd that they were into this one.
Then that's a